WFYI podcast brought to you by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering food and drink, college sports, outdoor activities, live music, cool art, and good times daily. Everyone is welcome in Bloomington. More information at visitbloomington.com. This is Small Studio Signal Boost from WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis, your host tonight, along with co-host Adam Gross. Signal Boost and WFYI are partnering with Luna Music on their Record Store Day concert. Todd Robinson and Justin Schimpf from Luna Music stopped by to share one song from each of the bands playing the event. Concert season is officially upon us, and several Small Studio Sessions alums are playing shows this month. We'll listen back to sessions from Catherine Nagy, Bless, and Chad Mills. Stay with us for an hour of new music from Indiana-based artists here on Small Studio Signal Boost. First, let's listen to a song from indie-based psychedelic rock band The Po' Boys. This is the band's latest single, Annie, here on Small Studio Signal Boost.
Whoa, Annie, it's been so long since I held your hand and sang this song.
That was indie-based The Po' Boys with Annie on Small Studio Signal Boost. I'm Melissa Davis with Adam Gross. Coming up, we'll hear from the folks at Luna Music on some of their top picks of bands playing at their Record Store Day event this year. But first, Adam, what's happening in the world of Indiana music?
Well, last week, Duran Jones was back in Indianapolis to play Seth Fest, and that got me listening back to some of his music, and it's so good. I'm going to play some. This is one from his 2023 solo album titled Wait Till I Get Over, and features the Indianapolis rapper Skip. It's Duran Jones with Someday We'll All Be Free.
Hold on tight and you will last. Give yourself respect, your manly pride. Get yourself in gear, keep your stride.
You're tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost. I'm Adam Grouse here with co-host Melissa Davis. If you've ever seen Indianapolis artist Sadie Johnson play live, you'll know that she's a force to be reckoned with. Have you seen her, Melissa?
I haven't. I want to now. Yes.
You got to get out and see her.
Definitely.
She's got a great voice. She can shred on the guitar, super dynamic stage presence. Here's the title track from her newest album that came out late last year. It's Sadie Johnson with Natural Distraction.
Knocking down the door, troubles racing through my mind. I've been down this road before, but isn't it great? Isn't it grand? Maybe you're just too late to understand when my one step ahead.
Last month, Signal Boost and WFYI partnered on a show with indie band Willis Miller at Leader House. Thanks to everyone who came out for that fun night. The band just released a new single. It's Willis Miller with Come On In.
We'll wait for you. We've got time. The pleasure's all mine. Just toss me a lime and come on in. Figure out the best of you. People keep testing you. So come on in. We set a place for you. Come on, baby.
You are tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost. You can check out the music featured tonight on our Spotify playlist by searching WFYI Music. I'm Melissa Davis here with Adam Gross. And Adam, we have a fun preview of the upcoming Record Store Day event.
Yeah, happy Record Store Day season, everybody. Signal Boost and WFYI are partnering with Luna Music on their Record Store Day show on Saturday the 20th to prepare for the exciting event. Todd Robinson and Justin Schimpf from Luna Music offered to share one song from each of the bands playing that day, and since it's such a busy time for them, we recorded it on site at Luna Music. This is a busy time for you all in the record store business, so thanks for taking some time to chat with me and share some music, Justin and Todd.
Absolutely. Thanks for asking us, Adam.
Yeah, so before we get started, can you just describe for people listening where we are right now?
We are in the basement of the building known as College Arms at the corner of 52nd and College in Indianapolis, Indiana, 46220.
Newly cleaned out.
Newly cleaned up, fresh epoxy, fresh white. It's looking pretty great down here, I think.
It's nice, yeah.
How are you feeling about it down here? This is kind of your first time doing an interview down here. You
Yeah,
like it?
you know, I think I might move to basements, ditch the studio altogether.
I think that's fantastic. That truly is the new underground movement. And I mean that literally and figuratively. We'll be here all week, folks.
So for anyone that might be hearing about Record Store Day for the first time, can one of you just give a brief explanation for what the day is or means on like an industry level?
Sure. I'll jump on the first part of that. Record Store Day, I think its entirety is a celebration of independent business people. Specifically for Luna Music and for Record Store Day, it's a great opportunity for the music community to come out. There are releases made specifically for this day, and it's kind of up to everybody to make it their own party. And we've been doing our party here at Luna Music kind of the same for the last dozen years or so. We've got 8 o'clock open, 8 a.m., and then at 12 noon, we've got live music out back in the parking lot.
So doors open at 8 for Luna for sales.
Absolutely.
And
Doors
then-
at 8 a.m. for the special releases, the Record Store Day releases. We open at 8 a.m. There's typically a line, so if you're thinking about coming out and there's a release you'd really like, we encourage people to arrive early to avoid disappointment. And then the live music element, which begins at noon, and we got a great lineup this year, but always if we're lucky enough to secure Mr. Kinetic and Rusty Redenbacher, we always love to start with them being...
Small Studio Sessions alums right there.
Oh, right on, exactly. So everybody knows the energy those guys bring to it, so we're really fortunate to have them, and we've got a great lineup for the day. Justin, you want to tell them about some of the live music we've got coming up?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of great artists from around town and some not from town. We have Light Study, Jennison, Geodize, Living Dream, TV Buddha, and The Last Four.
It's a good lineup.
A lot of solid local folks. I think this is the Last Four's big public debut, playing a lot of their new material. And as Justin mentioned as well, we've got an out-of-towner in the form of TV Buddha, who is actually, one of the members is alumni here from Luna, Eli, who's a sweet kid. And Geodize, again, another Luna Music alumni. That's Chris Barth of the Impossible Shapes and Norman Oak as well, his new project. And we're really fortunate this time because I heard that Peter King from the Impossible Shapes is going to be accompanying Chris on this one.
Oh, that's
So
great.
we got some special things, and there's always a couple of surprises, I think, as far as the live's concerned, if anybody else is around. So that's also makes it part of the fun. We space the sets out so it's not crammed up and leaves, I think, some time for improvisation and also for collaboration.
Yeah, I love that. So just so people know, in case they're hearing of Record Store Day for the first time, several of the great record stores around the city and state are celebrating, well, the world, I guess, are celebrating,
it's a worldwide
right?
celebration.
But if I'm not mistaken, Luna is the only record store in Indianapolis having live music this year.
I hadn't looked at that, but I'm a little bit shocked, but I'm pleased because it's something that, like I say, we've done for at least a dozen years. And for me, it's a real natural component and a compliment to the day because you get the satisfaction of maybe scoring a record or records that you wanted, and then you can turn a corner, have a local beer, have a local hot dog, and see a bunch of great local acts. And the sound guy we got this year as well, he's going to run, and it should sound superb.
Shameless plug, it's me. So Todd, you're not from Indianapolis originally, is that right?
I am not. I'm from Ohio and actually near Dayton, Ohio. And Dayton is where I cut my teeth in retail. Gee whiz, starting 38 years ago.
Wow. But you've been a champion of Indiana music for a long time. You used to release records under the Luna moniker.
Absolutely. Our label was actually called Record Head, and I was really fortunate. And then some of the first records I put out was by, at that time, a nascent indie band called Guided by Voices. We had huge success with all of that, and I felt a real responsibility to kind of reinvest in the community, if you will. And as I mentioned earlier, Chris Barth and his Geodize guys, I'm not going to rhyme all day, but Chris Barth and his Geodize guys, he was the founder of the Impossible Shapes and also was an old client of ours that came in and eventually ended up working with us and presented us with some songs that absolutely blew my mind for a 16-year-old to write. So, yeah, we've always, I think, had a healthy interest in Indiana music, and we've certainly been fortunate enough to release some really great records by local folks.
Yeah, and Record Store Day is just such a great give back to the community for us. We get to just kind of have a block party and celebrate. We got special releases for the day, special apparel. We'll have an Eclipse T-shirt that Todd and I collaborated on, which was a lot of fun. And you want to tell them about the Nat?
Yeah, we've the other bit as well, in addition to having live music for Luna to make it special, I've always wanted to make sure that we have something that you can only get here. This year, I'm really pleased that our friend Nat Russell has a new record coming out on Psychic Hotline, which is actually Sylvanesso's label. And we got permission to sell his album a month early before it comes out. In addition to that, Nat has also been kind enough to floss us with a limited edition risograph that we're going to include in each copy of it. So that, in addition to, as Justin mentioned earlier, the Totality T-shirt we did this year was really fun, and I like to think of our collaboration with the shirt and a lot of the things we do here at the store of being an extension of what we really want to do with our customers is have a dialogue, not a monologue. This is a great way to have a conversation talking about music, and that typically leads to other things, which is, for me, always exciting to have that jump-off point.
Yeah. So I think here, since you talked about Nat, would be a good time to play a Nat song.
Oh, man, that would be great. Like I say, the album comes out in May, and then we will have copies about a month early. It was recorded down, like I say, down at Sylvanesso's studio, Betty's, with Amelia and Nick backing and a host of other talented people. And Nat's songs are just beautiful in their simplicity, their directness, but also their obliqueness at times as well.
Yeah, and the song that we chose to play for that was Wonderful to Be in Love off of his new one.
Yep, first single out, and there is also a really great video that Nat illustrated and animated himself that's a great little accompany piece. This is a great tune, man. Enjoy it.
Nickels in numbers and I never really see. I know the way it filled up the sky. I know the way it looked in my eye. Wonderful to be in love with you. Wonderful to be in love.
That was Indianapolis artist Nat Russell with Wonderful to Be in Love. You're listening to Small Studio Signal Boost, and I'm talking to Justin and Todd of Luna Music. WFYI and Small Studio Signal Boost are partnering with Luna on their Record Store Day concert. And Justin and Todd, you brought songs from each of the bands playing this year, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Who's up first?
The first one we have up is actually our first act. It's Light Study with their song Window Sounds.
So up next, if I'm right, Jennison's playing. And last year she played solo, but this year, is she playing with a band?
Yeah, she has a 3-piece with her this year, which I'm real excited to see how that set has changed, but she seemed real excited about it. And the song that we picked this time was Velvet Twilight.
Shake off that mess, so sick of second guessing myself. I spent too many years among the wreckage, trying to resurrect the dead end. Running into walls made of stone, hanging by the thread of my foolish hope. But if I'm begging for bones, I'd rather be.
So Todd was talking about Chris Barth earlier. I'm a longtime fan, great guy, amazing musician and songwriter. He's playing with his new act, Justin. What do you have from Chris?
His Bandcamp is great, and I had been listening to it recently, and the song that I picked was Dance Mountain by Geodice.
We climbed up to the top of Dance Mountain. We heard the beat pounding. It sounded like some paradise. So we looked up from the base of Dance Mountain. There was no good way around it. We knew that we had to climb, and we found people at the top of Dance Mountain. We found freedom. We found our purpose at the top of Dance Mountain. Dance Mountain.
That was Geodize with Dance Mountain. And what do we have next on the lineup for Record Store Day on Saturday?
Yeah, so we have Living Dream playing with us, and they have a really great song called New Age Love Song that we picked for you.
Killer track.
Okay, so this next band, if I heard you correctly earlier, Todd, is not currently from Indianapolis, though they have an Indianapolis connection.
Yeah, Eli used to work here. We hired him right at 16 years old. There's a pretty sweet photo of him when he was about 14, sitting at the counter with a CD Walkman on, getting his mind blown listening to John Spencer. So I said, when you turn 16, kid, you can come back. He has really made a mark for himself in Chicago. Part of his crew is that Horse Girl band as well. So he's been hosting loft shows and been performing up there for quite some time.
So it's really great to have him back, and the song that we picked from TV Buddha is called Dumb Angel.
Okay, so we're at the last act of the, afternoon. I was going to say night. I guess 6 o'clock is night time.
They'll finish by then, so we'll say afternoon.
Okay, afternoon.
Yeah, it's a
last
block
act
party.
of the afternoon. Yeah. Who do we have?
Yeah, so we got the last four. Rusty's pulling double duty this time. So
Absolutely. He's front man with the last four, along with Vess on guitar, Tufty on bass, and Devin on drums.
Super group if I ever heard of one.
Super groupify. I think we need to coin that phrase. That's actually great. They've been working on their album quite a bit, and so I think this is going to be the first opportunity for the public to hear some of the original material they've been working on.
yeah, and this is Nothing More to Say by the last four.
Nothing more to say. I don't want no part of it. Got no words, got no time. Anything you say ain't got no answer for it. Just the way of life, cozy with your crime. What a shame.
Well, thanks again, you two, for those amazing songs. I'm super excited for Saturday, and thanks for taking time out of your insanely busy Record Store Day week schedule to sit down and talk with us in your clean basement.
We are more than happy to. We're always busy, so it's not really making a matter of time with you. We're always buying records, always paying cash for your records, always looking out to make sure we've got great stuff for our clientele.
See you guys Saturday.
Right
Yeah,
on.
thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Todd and Justin from Luna Music for sharing that info. And thanks, Adam, for going on site to Luna Music for that interview.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you at Record Store Day. And coming up, we'll listen to some excerpts of Small Studio Sessions alums playing later this month out and about. We'll be right back with that after the break on Small Studio Signal Boost. WFYI podcast brought to you by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering food and drink, college sports, outdoor activities, live music, cool art, and good times daily. Everyone is welcome in Bloomington. More information at visitbloomington.com. This is Small Studio Signal Boost. Thanks for listening tonight. You can find the music featured tonight by following our playlists. Just search for WFYI Music on Spotify, and you can find the podcast edition of the show wherever you get your podcasts or on our website at wfyi.org/podcasts. I'm Melissa Davis, joined by Adam Gross, and in this segment, we're going to hear songs from Small Studio Sessions alums playing later this month. So, Adam, we're going to take selections from our Small Studio Sessions in this segment. Our first tonight is singer-songwriter Chad Mills from Central Indiana. He plays all over Central Indiana and is very active in the music scene right now. Definitely follow him on social media to keep up to date with all of his latest shows. And we recorded this session with Grover Peridot and Chad Mills several years ago. It was a great session, very contemplative, acoustic, sort of cozy.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. So Chad Mills will be at Circle Center Mall this week, Tuesday, April 16th, with Kara Jean Wallers and Grover Peridot. And let's listen to an excerpt of that session from several years ago to kind of get a preview for what's in store.
Hey everybody, I'm Chad Mills. This is Grover Peridot, and this is our WFYI Small Studio Session. We're going to start off with a track from my Two Places at Once album. It is a tune called Another Year's End. 2, 3, 4.
Another holiday party, another year's end, and I sit here chasing ghosts again. All the ladies look pretty, and the gents in their hats, trading back laughter and looks, and that's where I come in. Just the way that I leave, wondering how long till I start to believe in me. And I see a few faces, we talk and that's fine, but they bounce like a pinball, and I'm right all the time. Till somebody tips me, and tipsy back then was the way that I coped with the hope to pretend that everything's forgettable. It's the picture I see. It's kind of funny if you think about it, but maybe just funny to me. So the hours travel on like pages in a book. With glass eyes the troubadour sings, and he looks like a puppet on strings, maybe some kind else. I keep thinking I should say something to myself, 'cause the exit is easy, playing that to a T. But stepping out never turns back and considers me. once seen or once had. Maybe time to check out, drink a few, shave my head, tell my friends not to miss me, and likely instead a low light, a hallway, and a spirit to keep. Last thing I recall watching is a man dressed like me.
That was Chad Mills with Grover Peridot from his small studio session, and he'll be playing a show at Circle Center Mall on Tuesday, April 16th with Cara Jean Wallers and Grover Peridot. So, Adam, you recorded our next session. This is with Indianapolis-based supergroup Bless.
Yes, one of my favorites of all time.
So good.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, like an electric sort of feeling in the studio that day. I think this was during the pandemic or just after the
We
the
were
height of it.
slowly coming out, I think. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were recording in the big studio downstairs for safety purposes. And yeah, it was a really good day.
Cool. And they have a show coming up, a big show at the Hi-Fi Annex Friday this week, April 19th. It's all ages. And as our former co-host Charlene Birdsong said on social media, bring your children.
Yeah, bring your babies.
Bring your babies. Just put good headphones on.
That's right.
Ear protection. It's going to be really fun. All ages with Mike Adams at his Honest Weight and 4200 Corey. Let's hear an excerpt of the small studio session from Bless, recorded in our big studio here at WFYI.
Don't always make a diamond in this. Baptized in the dirt on my name, slapping some auto-tune over the pan. Blue in the face, what more can I say? Corridors in the back of my brain. Look at the world stuck in a frame, sweeping the walls under my brain. Bones underneath streets we pay. There is some shit that I take to my grave. Send me right back in the stone, turn me ice cold. How I live in your eyes with a blindfold. Why they talking to me like they know me? We are not special, everybody lonely. Dance with the wolves, doing donuts in the Pontiac. In a glass house, burning down a cul-de-sac. Down the back road, driving like a maniac. Being broke, being gone like a brainiac. Tears come down. What you gonna do about the tears coming down? Don't you even know? Tears come down. What you got to say about the tears coming down? Easy come, easy go. Tears come down. What you gonna do about the tears coming down? Don't you even know? Tears come down. What you got to say about the tears coming down? Easy come, easy go.
Strolling down the boulevard, I'm calling to the past life. Pressing cutter with a knife, I'm lit up like a flashlight. Don't act right, 10 slide on the half high. Oh my God, I think I met you in the past life. Bitter the bones and stare at the potion. I'm gonna get the float in the ocean. I'm indicating my recent emotion. The devil inside of me causing commotion. I'ma need to call you right back, cause my funk's way up and I gotta fall back. I'ma need to call you right back, cause my neighbors are in fireworks and I'm gonna attack. Oh man, hopelessly caught up in a romance. I got a damage inside I ain't gonna hold in. I run the word to get the feeling kinda focused. Shots ringing at the Buick game to an opus. Turn the block into a rain dance. Caught up in a brain transfer. Caught up in a polyrhythm. In the belly of the bacon. Wait for a spaceship. Making this really lose some patience.
Tears come down. What you gonna do about the tears coming down?
That was Bless from their small studio session. You can catch the band at the Hi-Fi Annex Friday, April 19th, 6 p.m., all ages, with Mike Adams at his Honest Weight and 4200 Corey. Next, this is Indianapolis singer-songwriter Catherine Nagy. She'll be at Sugar Creek Winery on Saturday, April 20th. Adam, I think you recorded this session as well.
I did, and this was also one of my favorites because we recorded it on the roof of the parking garage in the open air as the sun was setting because we were still mega in the pandemic and we had to be outside. And I didn't know how recording outside, especially an acoustic group outside, would go, but I love the way it ended up sounding.
I agree. Let's listen to it right now. This is Catherine Nagy and her band from her small studio session on the roof.
Hi, my name is Catherine Nagy, and I'm so happy to be here at WFYI for their small studio sessions. I'm a big fan of the series, and I'm so honored to be here. I've brought my friends along. I have Mr. Austin Johnson over here on guitar and Mr. Tim Wright back here on pedal steel, and we're going to have some fun and sing some songs. This first song that I'm going to sing is called Blossom Time, and it's a song that I'm going to be releasing here in the next few weeks. And it's a song that I wrote back in March when all of this craziness started happening, and I needed something to just lift my spirits and make me a little bit happy and bring some happiness to everyone else, is my hope as well. And we looked out my window, and I saw all the flowers starting to bloom, and that's where this song came from. Smell a dandelion, make your nose shine, wet your toes by a creek side. Swing up too high, touch the big sky, and flip your hair wild like a child. It's gonna be okay, paint life in a different way. We're on blossom time. It's gonna be alright. Stop your asking why and watch the blooms take rise. Slip and slide like a sneaky fox tight and find a place to hide. And feel the grass slide beneath the coned pines and watch your stones skip for miles. It's gonna be okay, paint life in a different way. We're on blossom time. It's gonna be alright. Stop your asking why and watch the blooms take rise. And take a little break in the middle of the day. Siesta for your mind. Take a little time, dozing with a smile. Enjoy the resting time. And take a nap like a sleepy cat lies, getting sun warmed outside. And breathe a big sigh and switch to off style and feel it all go quiet. It's gonna be okay, paint life in a different way. We're on blossom time. It's gonna be alright. Stop your asking why and watch the blooms take rise. It's gonna be okay, paint life in a different way. We're on blossom time. It's gonna be alright. So stop your asking why and watch the blooms take rise. 'Cause we're on blossom time. Watching blooms take rise.
That's Catherine Nagy from her small studio session recorded on the parking garage roof here at WFYI during the height of the pandemic. We recorded several sessions on our parking roof garage during COVID. It was tough, but, it happened, and we did it. And the sound was great.
They sound all right.
I think so, too. Sometimes you can hear a plane in the background.
Yeah, we had to stop for a helicopter a couple times.
That is true. But if you want to see Catherine Nagy perform live, she'll be at Sugar Creek Winery on Saturday, April 20th. This is Small Studio Signal Boost from WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis here with co-host Adam Gross. And Adam, what is happening in the world of Indiana music?
Well, we've covered so much already.
We have.
I just want to reiterate that we are partnering with Luna Music for their Record Store Day concert, Saturday, April 20th. Music starts at noon, goes all the way till 6. Last four will be playing. Living Dream is playing, a band from Chicago called TV Buddha. Jennison, Light Study. It's going to be an amazing day of music. Come on out. We'll be back there.
Yeah, we'll hope for great weather that day, and we'll see you there. I have one for Wednesday, the 17th, WOW Presents. I have to give a shout out, as both Matt Sosi and I are Ball State grads, and we always have to rep Ball State.
Woo, go Cardinals.
Good times.
Yeah.
The Ball State Studio Band is going to be at the Jazz Kitchen with a focus on funk, R&B, soul, and contemporary popular music. Sounds like a really fun night. That's Wednesday, the 17th at the Jazz Kitchen. And then Friday, May 10th, another small studio alum at the Chatterbox Jazz Club here in Indianapolis, Monica Herzig. Sounds like a lovely spring night at the Chatterbox Jazz Club with Monica Herzig's acoustic project. Again, that's Friday, May 10th, coming up next month at 9:30 p.m. And that's the latest in Indiana music. Be sure to follow your favorite artists on social media for updates and info. This is Small Studio Signal Boost. Adam Gross and Roxana Caldwell created our show. This episode was produced by Adam Gross and me, Melissa Davis. You can check out the podcast edition of the show wherever you get your podcasts or at WFYI.org. And if you'd like to submit your music to get played on the show, just visit WFYI.org/local-frequency. And we are at our last song of the night. Adam, this is a band from an area we know very well.
Yeah, too well almost. This is Mishawaka artist Emily with the Eclipse-inspired track Suspended Animation. Have a great night.